Alexandra Eala admits she's in discomfort as possible injury issue arises. Filipino fans were delighted at the sight of their star player, Alexandra Eala, winning her first match at the inaugural Philippine Women's Open. Eala, the second seed in Manila, defeated Russia's Alexandra in Monday's first-round contest. Despite the victory, there has been understandable concern for Eala after she ordered a medical timeout midway through her match to deal with a potential injury issue. After defeating Charaju on Monday, Eala discussed the issue during her post-match press conference. Alexandra Eala notes a bit of discomfort in her right leg after opening win in the Philippines. Eala told reporters that she was feeling some discomfort in her right leg, but allayed any fears by claiming the issue was nothing serious. As reported by Tennis Asia, Eala said, "Yeah, there's a bit of discomfort, right leg. Nothing serious. I have a day now to see how it goes. I'll just let it relax and wake up tomorrow and see how I feel." The Filipina star later added, "Pain is definitely part of an athlete's lifestyle. It's a part of the job. So we have to find ways to best manage that and not let it affect us mentally." Eala will face Himeno Sakitsum or Nao Hibino in the Philippine Women's Open round of 16. Eala has never played Hibino, but lost her only previous match against Sakitsum at the 2023 Japan Championships. If Eala defeats one of these Japanese players, she will play Camila Osorio or Mai Huntama in the quarterfinals. After defeating her Russian opponent, Eala posted a message on Instagram. She said, "My forever prayer is to be with you Filipinos." Eala also sent a profound message to tennis fans after she received crazy impressive support at the Australian Open. Eala's impressive statistic. Not since September 10, 2025 has Alexandra Eala won a higher percentage of points on her first serve as she did against Charaju on Monday. The Filipina made 61% of her first serves, winning 77% of those points, as per SofaScore. It has been 19 matches since the 20-year-old has registered such an impressive performance on her first serve. 4 months ago, at the Sao Paulo Challenger, Eala defeated Julia Rivera 6-1, 6-4. At the end of the contest, Eala had made 70% of her first serves, winning 84% of those points. Discomfort is a strange word in the life of an athlete. It sounds small, almost polite, like an inconvenience you apologize for. But in truth, discomfort is often the first whisper of a storm, the body's subtle way of asking to be heard before it is forced to scream. When Alexandra Eala admits she's in discomfort, the tennis world leans in. Not because discomfort is rare, but because honesty is. Eala has grown up under a kind of light few experience so early. A prodigy with a fearless baseline game and a composure that belies her years, she has been carrying expectations since her name first echoed across junior courts. Expectations from a tennis-hungry nation. Expectations from a sport that devours promise and asks for proof, again and again. And expectations from herself, often the heaviest load of all. On court, she is movement and intention, the split step before the strike, the clean follow-through, the breath held for a fraction of a second as the ball clears the net. But behind that rhythm is a body that must absorb everything, the torque of each forehand, the shock of each sudden stop, the repetition that builds champions and breaks them in equal measure. Discomfort lives in those repetitions. It lives in the morning stiffness that doesn't fully disappear after warm-up, in the moment after a long rally when the lungs burn but something else does too, something deeper, quieter, more worrying. It lives in the small adjustments athletes make without telling anyone, a slightly shorter backswing, a hesitation before a sprint, a wince quickly masked by a towel and a sip of water. For young athletes especially, discomfort is complicated. There's fear in acknowledging it. Fear of being seen as fragile. Fear of losing momentum. Fear that if you stop, even briefly, the world will move on without you. Tennis, after all, is mercilessly individual. No substitutions. No hiding place. Just you, your body, and the scoreline telling the truth. Alexandra Eala's admission of discomfort is not a headline of weakness. It is a moment of humanity in a sport that often pretends bodies are machines. It reminds us that progress is not linear, that development is not a straight climb but a series of negotiations, between ambition and preservation, between pushing forward and pulling back. Injury rarely arrives like a thunderclap. More often, it creeps in wearing the soft clothes of discomfort. And yet, there is strength in listening. To listen to discomfort is to respect the long game. It is to understand that a career is not built on one tournament, one match, or one brave decision to play through pain. It is built on choices made in quiet rooms with trainers and coaches, on honesty during assessments, on patience that feels unbearable when you are young and hungry and ready for more. Eala stands at a delicate intersection, talent blooming, opportunity calling, and a body asking for attention. How she navigates this moment, whether discomfort fades or deepens into something more, will shape not just her immediate results, but her longevity. And perhaps that is the real story. Not whether she plays through it, not whether she sits out, not even whether the discomfort becomes an injury, but whether the sport continues to evolve to allow athletes like her to say, out loud, something doesn't feel right, without that admission becoming a judgment. Because discomfort is not the opposite of toughness. Ignoring it is not the definition of courage. True courage is knowing when to pause, when to protect the future version of yourself, the one still chasing bulls, still learning, still daring to believe. Alexandra Eala's journey is far from defined by a single moment of discomfort. If anything, it is enriched by it. This is the part of the story where growth deepens, where self-awareness becomes as important as skill, where the athlete learns that listening inward can be just as powerful as fighting outward. The crowd may only see the score, but the real match, the most important one, is happening within. And that match, played with honesty and care, may be the one that ensures Alexandra Eala is not just brilliant for a moment, but resilient for a lifetime.